All right, the directions say to find the distance between each set of coordinates, round your answer to the nearest tenth. Okay, to do this, we're going to need to utilize the distance formula. The distance formula is x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Okay, so here is our first x and our first y. Here's our second x and our second y. Let's go ahead and plug these in. The distance from A to B is 20 minus 2 squared plus 5 minus 5 squared. Okay, so that's going to be the distance is equal to 18 squared plus 0 squared, which is just 0. Okay, 18 squared is 324. And essentially, if we were square rooting a square, okay, the square root of this would just be 18 itself. Sorry, that's a 4. 324. Okay, and you could always double check on the calculator if you needed to. All right. I don't know what the units are, so I'll just attach units to the side. All right, let's repeat this process for number 9. We have our first x and our first y. We have our second x and our second y. So the distance is going to be -4 minus 1 squared plus 0 minus 6 squared. That's going to simplify to give us -5 squared plus -6 squared. Now here's the deal. If you're squaring a negative, right, squaring just means to multiply it by itself. So -5 times -5 is going to be a positive 25. And a -6 times a -6 is going to be a positive 36. Okay, the last thing that we need to do is figure out what this rounds to be. All right, that's the square root of 61, which is approximately 7.8 units if we round to the nearest